Good morning. I'm Brenna Malloy, and the co-owner of the House of Compassionate Gratitude, and I want to welcome you to my coffee talk this morning. Cheers. I hope you brought yours. Wow, that's the plain side of the cup. The other side's our original logo from Vistaprint. Can you see it? Lovely little birds. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Yeah, that was fun. Developing a personalized logo after that was a good project. I just want to take a second and do our watch party business on my Facebook page so more people will see this. If you have friends that you would like to join us, please feel free to invite them also. Let's see. Where is that little thing here to invite people? It always takes me a minute to find it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, there you are. No, I don't want to create a room. There we go. Start watch party. Perfect. Perfect. Always takes me a minute to find it. Now, oh, let's not have playback. Let's turn that down. There we go. Perfect, right? So I hope you've had a good week. Before I jump right into content, let's take a minute and invite our friends and invite those that we think might enjoy the content of this. I'll warn you, I've been a little divided myself. Much I want to say, or there's so much I want to share, and I want to make sure that I do it in a way that is encouraging and supportive and doesn't come across as harsh or judgmental myself. So I've been taking some time this morning to think about my words and the words I want to use with you. It's not my intent to be part of the problem. It's always my intention to be part of the solution. And sometimes that means I have a hard time choosing my words because words have such weight, don't they? Like I got this out and I actually looked up a few words that I wanted to use this morning. This was a gift several years ago when I transitioned from one office to another, and I still use it. Not always for spelling because now I have Grammarly, but for the definition of words because they're so powerful. Words are very powerful. And we have to know what they mean but when we use them because they have the meaning in here. And this is the edition from I don't even know what the edition is. I'd have to dig into the copyright page, but it's an older edition for sure. I've had it for over 10 years. So the meanings in here might even be outdated. The way we feel about words changes all the time, right? My daughter refers to certain things as a bop, and I don't know where to get it. When it's music, you're kind of bopping along, I guess, but sometimes she uses it in another way that's it's exciting, I guess. But my point is that words change meaning, and we are all at a time of being very aware of how we are perceived by others. And because of social media, and because we aren't having as many face-to-face conversations at the moment, that's starting to open back up, but a lot of our words are either like this through video content or they're typed. It can be hard to understand the inflection and the way something is used. So I have big topics, words that I want to use. I'm concerned that I would offend someone, and I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try to mellow it out. Basically, yesterday I was walking on the beach, and I saw kids playing in the water, and it was really a lovely thing because they probably have an awareness to some of the stuff that's going on in the world, or all of it at their age. They were adolescents, but it wasn't ruining their day. They were enjoying each other and playing and having fun and showing love to one another. And I got this message from Spirit that because of the divisiveness of it, it's hard for me to share it with you because I feel like it could be taken the wrong way. So before I tell you the message, I just want to say that I don't mean this in any form of judgment, and I'm not taking a personal stance or a professional stance, I should say, on the words we use or how we're handling the state of the world today. That's how I'm going to say it. The state of unrest in the United States right now, and other parts of the world too, as propelled by it. So you can take that to mean whatever it means for you. But the message that I received was, I asked, this is beautiful, this is loving that I'm seeing. Why is there such a problem with frankly race in our world? Why is there a problem with this? Before that moment, if you'd asked me, I would say that it was embedded in people and bred in them, this negativity towards others. That's unjust and unfair and often always unwarranted. But the message I got was, racism itself is not the problem. Hatred is the problem. Hatred is what's tearing humans apart. And it just makes me so sad, because that's really a bigger problem. That lumps it all together, right? That's not just, I hate you because the way your skin, that's, I hate you. That's horrible. That's everybody. That encompasses so much. I didn't think I was going to cry. I've told the story a couple times, and I felt so empowered by it, but it also scared the hell out of me. Excuse me, but it did, because it's an uncomfortable topic, right? Why do we treat each other badly? Because there's something in here that's gone awry, that's upsetting, that's boiling over. And hatred does not know this. Hatred doesn't know gender. Hatred doesn't know an income bracket. And I have my mascara running, sorry. It doesn't know any of those things. It doesn't. It's in you, something, and you needed a place to put it, and you put it on people that were undeserving. Okay? And it comes out in ways that lumps everyone together, everyone else, all the other together. So this bad thing happened to me, and now instead of being upset and dealing with it with this person, I'm going to take it and put it on all of those people. It's so wrong. If you're feeling that here, and we feel it, hatred here without that topic, right? Like without the race topic. There's hate without that. That's where we're seeing it right now. Long time. But the problem, the fundamental cause is hatred. Knowing a cause, we have something to do. And I'm all about doing something, okay? I'm all about a solution. So the opposite of that, right, of being hateful is being loving, okay? But the reason I took out my dictionary is I wanted to make sure that I was using the words appropriately. Hatred is the intense hostility and aversion, an object of hatred, okay? Hateful is the adjective for it. It's an expressed or feeling extreme of distastefulness, of detest, of an abomination, of loathing. That's hard, right? But we see it, and we don't just see it when it comes to color or ethnic. We see it men and regionally, we see it politically, we see it whenever we can say they did it instead of that person, that one, we say they, making it many, okay? And that root could live in everyone, okay? If you can say they all, or all them, or those people, and lump it, you have the potential to be doing this. I'm not saying you are, I'm saying there's the potential. And anytime we hate a group because the act of a one or a few, it's wrong. It's wrong. And it's called, the word's bigot, right? And we use it sometimes, but I don't know if we really know why we use it. So the word is one who regards or treats members of a group with hatred or intolerance. Okay? So that's not about race or where you live or your gender. It's a group. It's any group. We could say, all those people who drink coffee, right? We could say all those people who eat carrots, right? It's a group. It's not based on a gender or a race or where you live or solely on those things or a religion or any of that. It's based on hatred. And that's what I want to talk about this morning, is because where it lies, it has the potential to lie in any of us who can say that group is wrong, and being very, very generalized about it, okay? It's being generalized. It's projecting anger, frustration, hatred onto a group instead of taking the responsibility to address where it came from, as in a one or a few, okay? And we see it throughout history in the destruction it can lead. And it happens on many, many levels. Do I need to go into like the places in history? Because that might be testing my skills at that, but I know we've seen it, right? It happened when settlers moved out west. Now, they weren't all bigots, right? They didn't all hate the Native Americans. Some of them just wanted a better life. But we say white settlers, right? We say it like that. We say white settlers destroyed the Native Americans. I was raised with many Native Americans, loving fashion. And there wasn't hatred in our personal relationships, but we say white settlers as if they all did it intentionally to murder people, and that's not true. Some did, right? Some did. Some did horrific, horrible things. And before white settlers came, some of those native tribes did that to each other. It happened in Europe. It happened to countless groups in Europe, beating on each other for years because of different belief systems and the hatred of that group and the trying to change that group or get rid of that group, right? It happened. It happened in with the Jews, right? Hitler saw a real problem of poverty with his people and blamed those people. So what I'm asking you to do today is, as the tension has risen, and we're all feeling something, anyone who's watching this is feeling something today. And I'm asking you to take a look at what you're feeling and make sure that you're not projecting those who have done the atrocity onto whatever group you've labeled them on. Okay? So that's what it is. You could say all those blank people, and it's a big group and it encompasses half the world or half your society, those people on that street. Did you interview every person on that street to find out how they feel? Because you probably didn't. So it's dangerous to say those people and project hatred on them, no matter what the topic is. And I'm feeling it today because that's more hate. Some people did something bad and it was hateful, and we have a reason to be upset about it, which we have a reason to be upset about a lot of things. I get it, we do. But some people did that, not all those people. And I'm asking you to distinguish the two. I don't like being lumped in with all those people. There's a lot of lumps that I could fit into. In fact, when my daughter was little and she started younger, I should say, and started venturing out on her own, and she was in school and I wasn't right with her, and or we go to the grocery store, things like that, and she was in public around all people, I can remember saying to her, the reason we talk about being on our best behavior is because you represent your people, your family, your age group, your classroom, your Nana. Right? You're out in public, you represent her, so be on good behavior because you represent your people. She does, and I do too. When I speak, people could hear this message and say, all those 30-year-old Caucasian women think like she does. That's not fair. There's a lot of you who don't think like I do. And I can tell by my low numbers of participation this morning that a lot of you probably disagree with me or don't want to hear it, and you don't want to be lumped in with me. And that's okay. You don't have to be. I hope nobody lumps you in with me, especially if you disagree with me. Now, if you agree with me, something that the systemic problem right now in society is hatred, and we need to address hatred, please share this video. Because the next thing I'm going to talk about is how to fix it. Because when we have identified an underlying cause, we take the responsibility of fixing it, at least within ourselves, and hopefully with others. So the opposite of hatred is love. The opposite of hatred is compassion and being accepting and not projecting our pain and anger, i.e. hatred, onto others. You can pray for someone who's full of hate. You can be a better example. You can act with love instead of more hatred. Hatred does not balance hatred. Love balance. So we can handle this. That's how we can fix this. We can teach love. We can speak in a loving way. We can be compassionate and understanding and forgiving, which are all demonstrations of love. You heal hatred with love. That's what it is. That's a fact. You do not heal hatred with more hatred. If somebody I hate, which I don't really know that I hate anybody, but let's just say for argument, if I hate someone and I treat them more hatefully, or they treat me more hatefully, that's just building more hatred, right? Now, if there's somebody that I hate and they act loving towards me, maybe I soften a little, maybe I see a different way, or maybe I can at least help heal myself and go, wait a minute, wait, I hate you, but you're being nice. Now I have to look at what I'm doing. I'm not putting the responsibility on the non-haters. I'm not putting the responsibility on non-haters, but I'm saying we don't have to make it more hate, okay? That's what I'm saying, more hate. More hate doesn't balance hate. So if you don't like being lumped into something, act with love, act with compassion. And we're seeing a lot of that, but we're not seeing enough of it because our media thrives on hatred. Because when you turn on your TV to watch the news, or you has happened today, or you're looking to see what fresh chaos there is today, because I think we have a lot of that. I think we have a lot of turning it on to see what more chaos is in the world. And that chaos is often caused by hatred, whether it's global and it's a world war and it's a bombing and whatever, or a natural disaster that's destruction. We're turning it on for that. And I want you to seek out love. I want you to seek out love and compassion. And I want you to see when you see the hatred, at the very least, omit yourself instead of bringing more hate and negativity to the situation, okay? So haters aren't welcome in my home unless they want to learn how to love. That's it. If you want to heal, if you're feeling hatred and you want help healing that, and you recognize I've grouped these people together and I don't like them, and I want to fix that, I want to give you a big hug, because that is personal responsibility. And you're welcome to have a chat with me. But if you hate and you think you're justified in your hatred of a group of people, and you want to hold on to that and you want to justify it, you can go ahead and leave. Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it at my dinner table. I don't want to deal with it in my comment section. And I'll delete it, frankly. I do. I delete and block hatred because it's not helping. It's not helping. And sometimes the best I can do is omit the hatred from my bubble, because I've decided as my life purpose to be loving and compassionate and kind and understanding and part of a solution. Love is solution here. Love is the solution, right? Like all the old good music, it's all about love. That's what's going to fix it. So I hope that I didn't offend too many people this morning. I hope that I don't come off feeling or sounding like I'm passive or uncaring about the problem. There's problems. But I want to be encouraging that there is a solution, okay? All of the bad, negative stuff is coming from hatred, not this and this and this and this. So it's not 6 different problems, it's one, it's hatred. That's so exciting. We can do something. We can do one succinct thing that we can form new parameters for, new policies for, new inspiring actions for. And I'm all about actions. We can take action to share and facilitate love instead of combating hatred. Let's fight hate with hate. That sounds great. Let's put it in the sense of countries. If we all pretended our nuclear bombs were hatred and we wanted to fix the world with hatred, we wouldn't have a world, would we? No. You need the opposite. You need the balance, and the balance of hatred is love. Love/compassion, same thing in my book. So I've got about 10 minutes left, and I think I've ranted. I hope I didn't sound too harsh. But I'm going to check for messages to see who may agree with this. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. I hope that heart thing is because you're getting it. I know you are, because you're Stephanie. You get me. Oh, look at all the people that waved at my live party. Thank you, who've joined. I so appreciate this. I hope that the message resonated with you. I love that you joined. Please, please share this video with the people that you think will resonate with it, or the people that you think it may inspire. Okay. And make sure you tell them that it starts out harsh, but we end on a good note. I didn't pre-script it because I wasn't sure what words I wanted to use. Okay. I got a whole bunch tagged, and I read 2 because I didn't want to be overwhelming, but I might put in the comment section some definitions that you'd find interesting. Okay. And when you look up the word love, because I'll encourage you to go look up the words that you're feeling harsh about. It helps a lot. When you look up love, also look up compassion, because the English word love is it's a great 4-letter word, but we use it a little loosely and without much definition. And the word compassion has a lot more of what I'm talking about. And I briefly mentioned prayer. And if you've worked with me or if you're a friend of mine, that I am a very deep spiritual person, in the sense that I believe in faith and I believe in a higher power and the power of the universe and our collective good energies, or negative energies for that matter. And when you're experiencing this hatred, I want you to first pray for yourself to be able to pause in it. Okay, when you see this, I want you to pray for yourself first, like, give me strength to take a pause and not react with hatred to what I'm experiencing. Okay, first pray that for yourself so you can have some grounded centeredness, and pray for guidance on how to help heal it, not fix it, not heal it, because it's healing it that's going to have the systemic change, that's going to have the longevity. Okay, we can put more laws in place about hate. We can put more parameters in place about mental health, or call it out, right? Police work. We can put more screening in place, support systems, more social health welfare, more mental health welfare, all that stuff. We can put more systems in place for it. That's how we fix it, and that's the Band-Aid. Right? That's saying this is wrong. Let's make it nice again. Let's give it time to heal, because healing is what has to happen. And what you can do to help heal is act with love. So pray for self. And then whoever is perpetrating the hatred, I guess, or facilitating it, I want you to pray for them. Yeah, I said it. It's hard sometimes, isn't it? I want to pray for somebody that's upsetting me or hurting me. I'm sorry, I know that one's really hard. I do. I've had people in my life that I have been hurt by. And the first time somebody said, pray for that person, I was not happy. Not happy. I first went to, are you judging me? And then I went to, I'm justified in my anger and hatred and in my hurtness. And then this little voice in me said, yeah, but they're human too, and they have a soul. And we don't fight hate with hate. Like, even then I knew it, but it was that tiny voice, and it still hurt. I wasn't quite ready to pray for them. But I prayed for me to be loving, compassionate, and forgiving enough of a person to pray for the person who caused me harm, who facilitated that vulnerability, that hurt, that pain in me. And now I have. And I do on a regular basis. And sometimes, if you know me, you know I also make bad jokes. But at the end of the day, I pray that they have healing and that they can stop hurting other people. And that comes from healing their own inner sense of pain. That comes from healing their hatred within themselves. So if you're feeling that rise to react with hostility, you're hating something, right? You hate the injustice that you're seeing. You're hating the unfairness that you're seeing. You're hating those people that are doing it. And although you may be justified in that, because many times we have reason to have those feelings, stop short of blaming all those people to start with. And then look for what you can do to make it better. And if you can't walk up to the person perpetrating hate and give them a hug and show them love and all that personally, prayer is what you can do. Somebody a long time ago said to me, all I can do is pray for you. I'm really sorry, that's all I can do. And I was actually really excited, because when there's nothing, that's what's left when there's nothing else you can do. Okay? I don't have a magic wand to go out there and fix all the problems of the world, but I can pray about them, and I can make the impact in my own, and in my own circle, and I can choose to not accept the hatred into my life and into my home. Okay, so if you find yourself unfriending or blocking people, or not following things, or saying they can't come to dinner, make sure it's justified first, right? Like, make sure it's not a them people, that it's a that person. But that's okay. You can remove hatred and negativity from your life, absolutely. But do it to the individual who's perpetrating it, and not the group. Okay, because if it's the group, we come back to that other B word, that bigot word, and that's not okay. It is not okay to judge all those people based on that action. It's not fair. You wouldn't want it done to you. I don't want it done to me. I've had it done, and I don't like it. Don't like it at all. And the only way we can fix it is by saying no thank you to the individual that's causing it. And then working to heal it, acting with compassion. Saying no thank you, you're not welcome here, is actually a very good act of compassion, and I'm fine with that if they don't want to change. That's okay. I hope I'm not talking in circles. And I hope this makes sense. And I'd love your feedback. And we are about 3 minutes short. So let me see if we have any comments or questions that I should answer. Prayer is so powerful. Corey, I am so touched that you stuck with me through this event, through this coffee talk, really. You know, I value you so much, and I respect your opinion so much. So thank you. Strange times we're in, and being compassionate is a must. Absolutely. Absolutely, Stephanie. You can see that I have tried very hard. I hate that word tried. It has been my intention. I'm working to replace it. It's in the new book. Don't use the word try. So it's my intention to not say anything that's antagonistic. It's my intention to help us feel empowered and able to heal as a human people. And I've been feeling very disempowered lately. And I've been feeling a little judged and blamed too, to be really honest with you. And I am so excited that last night after my beach walk, or during my beach walk, I got an answer. Okay, I'm all action. If you're follow astrology at all, if you ever want to look up my chart, you're welcome to do it. I am an action planning based person. That's how I was made. And I want to be able to do something. And I didn't feel like I could do anything. I'm going, what else can I do? Okay, standing here and saying I don't like it, that's one thing to do, but it's not, frankly, it's not enough for me. It's not enough for me to say I don't like it. I need to know what to do to fix it. I am a fixer. I'm a planner and an action-based person. And yesterday, Creator gave me that message of what I can do. Okay? If I can recognize that it's hatred, then I can talk about balancing it with love and compassion and understanding. Okay, so I hope you can join me on that. I hope this resonates with you. And please, please reach out to me if you'd like to have a personal conversation. And as long as it is solution-based and not convince me hatred-based, I'm very open to it. All right. Love the sharing of ideas. Thank you again for joining me this morning. And thank you for giving me a space to be what I feel was brave about this. I appreciate that a lot. Okay. Have a great day filled with love and compassion.